Come put some thrift finds away with me. I love to thrift, but I love to style, store, and organize my thrift finds even more. So let's get to it. First, let's start off with this DVD my son found at the thrift store for $1. We use our thrifting DVDs to put in the car. We have a road trip coming up, so this will be a perfect addition. It's new, so I don't have to worry about checking it for scratches or trying to clean it. I have a special container in the car to put them in. And let's pretend that you don't see how badly my car needs vacuumed. I organize all of our car DVDs and our regular DVDs in these little sleeves. They used to be alphabetized, but kids. They used to be in these plastic cases, but I couldn't fit as many in the container. So now I just use them to hold up the pile so they don't fall down. I'll just add it to the front, and it's getting a little tight, so I'm going to take one of those plastic cases out and close it up and put it back. Ugh, that van needs vacuumed. But moving on, we're going to pretend we didn't see that. I found this friend's trivia game, and I could tell there wasn't much in it when I shook it. We do have a friend's game already, and so I was just going to add the trivia to the other trivia game that we have. As I mentioned before, there's not a lot of times that my family sits down with a trivia game and keeps score. It's usually us all just sitting around on the couch, just having someone read and yelling out answers. So I'm not going to keep anything besides the trivia, and I will go ahead and grab the instructions just in case. Next, let's move on to some items that I got for my trinket shelf, like this little rolling pin and these little boards. The original idea was I was going to cover them in fabric and then put them on my trinket shelf, as well as adding these crayons. I said vintage crayons, and a lot of people had questions about that. Basically, if you just look at the label, you can see the different kind of timelines of these crayons. I am not a crayon expert at all, but from what I can tell, the skinnier font here is definitely 80s and earlier. The ones that have the Britton and Smith written on them are more mid-century, especially the Made in the USA. And the color was in the center versus over on the end of the crayon. So I think it's fair to say they're vintage. I picked the 4 that I wanted, and I decided to replenish the crayons that are in the car. And again, let's pretend the carpet just doesn't exist. We keep crayons in the car for road trips, and also when we go to restaurants that we can take crayons into, we take it so my kids can color, and it gives them something to do besides technology. I threw them in here and definitely ruined the whole color scheme my daughter had going, but next time we go out to dinner, she can redo it. She'll love it. And it does get very hot here, but no, they don't melt unless they're directly in the sun. One visit to the thrift store, my daughter grabbed these in a free container near the checkout, and so I'm going to add those to our craft closet, as well as these boards. I think I'm going to save them to wrap with Christmas paper to put on my trinket shelf, so I will put those all in the to-be-put-away bag in the craft closet. By the time Christmas rolls around, I think I might have a better idea of the whole cohesiveness of my trinket shelf anyway. I worry it's getting a little busy already, but also it is a trinket shelf, and I think that's what it's meant for. I had wanted to put something tall next to this chicken feed. I had the red lantern there, but I think that this fits the vibe better. I feel like they go together. The lantern was moved down to the bottom. So I'm going to place these other crayons just kind of here and there, and I don't know that I love them. It's very busy, and I just don't know yet. I feel like it's all getting a little bit busy, but it's also, again, a trinket shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and place them. The orange I liked there. I liked it standing. I tried to do some more angled ones to kind of add some visual interest, and then laid this older one up on a shelf by itself, kind of angled out so you could see it better. But there might be a time where I do something different with that. Maybe I will glue them all to a board and then put it up there. I kind of like that idea. And as you know, all of my embroidery, stitching, hoops, and everything go in my bin that needs organized. Thanks for stopping by.